Incoming message coming from the 588.
Good morning, recruits. Welcome to hell.
This is basic training. No one's supposed to die.
Wing Women is a semi-historical actual play podcast.
Have you pissed anyone off recently?
No one I can think of. While I run through the bulleted indexed list of people we've pissed off in the last couple of days.
They endure discrimination from their male counterparts.
All of your beds have been carried out of the nurse's station and placed in the middle of the jogging track.
I don't think it was Ivan. He's weak.
Against this bitter setting, our four motley heroines gain the chance to experience queer joy, gender euphoria, and equality for the first and perhaps the only time in their lives.
How obvious am I being?
See, I've kind of always thought that there is a level to some of us in this barracks that's visible.
Have you been using the word shenanigans?
I've been experimenting.
Where did you learn that word?
Until the next mission, this is us, signing off.
Welcome back to Damsels in Dicestress, a Regency roleplay D&D
Not just
show.
you.
That's okay, it can be all of us today.
Good. Oh, hello! We're allowed on screen.
I allows it.
Not normally at all. No. Actually, they show us space.
It's actually an audio podcast.
That'd be really
by
funny
this point.
if Eh? I was in here.
Yeah, just don't say anything, you don't have anything
We
worth
haven't
saying.
thanked our patrons in ages.
Oh yeah. Sorry, patrons. We're bad.
Intro. And we're back. So,
It's so warm.
So we are waiting for a meeting with
Well, Albert's gone to get money.
yeah, you guys have headed into the
the
Oxford
Arms.
Arms, where you can make your way up to the upper rooms. I'm sure Jonathan can organise that and get it all reserved and whatnot. You find yourselves in the upper rooms. Upper room, it's just a single large room of the Oxford Arms. There were sort of skylight roofing windows, letting a little bit of moonlight in. A couple of lanterns sitting on tables. Decent amount of light in there, really. It's warm.
I want to look around the room, see if there's anything interesting, see what, like, if there's any other, like, routes anywhere.
There is the door to the stairs that come up. Basically it's like a converted attic.
Okay.
So a room, there's a door with stairs. There was a door with the stairs behind it that you just came up. Then the whole thing is an open plan room with a large, long sort of meeting table in the center of it. Against the two side walls. The walls themselves are mostly sloping, but against the sort of flat walls are sort of cabinets with glasses on, etc. Just all the sort of things you might find in a place where people meet and drink and have sort of more sort of private business meetings and whatnot.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, there are two windows in the roof.
Skylights.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just us?
Yes.
So there is only one way in and one way out.
Yes.
Nice.
Unless you jump out a window.
Unless you're probably-
Jump out the roof window.
Or just straight out the roof, just straight through the tiles. Some people could do that.
Maybe you could get a hole in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's your blunderbuss?
Let's do it.
No, I've only got pistols. I need more guns.
So do we
Are we just waiting about for Albert to get back then?
Yeah.
Sorry. Do we have any money on us? Because I know I have no money on me.
I will have taken like some in my
Yeah.
secure, like a couple of pounds.
Yeah.
maybe.
Alright, because I was just going
'Cause I
to
always
ask
sort
if
of
people
have
wanted a round of drinks. Like,
Yes, I can get us all some drinks.
Yes, whiskey on the box for me.
Is that Jonathan?
oh, we've got some.
Oh, Jonathan's here, so we can't have like
Oh,
character conversations. We're like, hi, Jonathan.
I'll go down and get the drinks to allow you to have a lonely girl time. I know how you love that sort of thing.
Okay.
Was that a
Not
dig
quite
at Talia and
that.
Rosalind?
Go.
Eloise?
The lights flicker a little bit. Lights, candles, whatever. The light.
Because it's night now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's no light.
Yeah.
He said, I'm very triggered by it.
Ow. There's an owl.
Is that all that happens?
Mm-hmm.
I just realised we haven't spoken to you in a while. I just wanted to apologise for it. And to thank you.
Yes, you were a hero. You really did. We're very grateful.
The light flickers more.
I'm afraid I did not have the pleasure to make your acquaintance, truly beyond those few moments I saw you, but you are incredibly brave and invaluable in that fight, and I, in addition to what Talia said, wish to thank you personally for the assistance you gave us.
You feel a cold shiver on the back of your neck.
If you're able to join us, I might have a question for you.
The light flickers more, but she doesn't appear.
Well, that's all right. Hopefully we can speak properly soon. I guess we wait.
So you leaving with her?
Well, no, she is headed to the continent, and it would not be right for me to just disappear like that. I will return home to Daniel.
Yes.
And perhaps suggest that it would be wise for us to take some time to visit friends and family. They're everywhere for us to stop by with. And
If you wish to keep in touch, then we would be more than happy to write, and for our own safety and yours as much as for personal correspondence.
that would be very good. I would very much like to hear updates on anything you find and anything to do with what happened to those people.
Yes.
Do I have an address for you?
Well, we cannot, I believe, receive letters where we are currently residing, but we have been receiving mail at lodgings in Ratcliffe. The Velvet Masquerade.
Very well.
Do you want to roll insight on that, or you can cut
The
it?
name.
I think I can kind of tell. She's not like a naive little thing. She knows.
The name is the name.
Sense anything weird about the man we spoke to?
Weird how?
Weird other than the fact that he's an asshole.
Can I do a retrospective insight and see if I can remember anything of him that was a bit off?
Didn't you already roll an insight in him?
I rolled a
Described-
perception on what he looked like in case I had to pretend to be him later.
Alright, I thought I ended up describing that he was cold.
Yeah, uncaring. Okay, that's fair. I'll take that. Not particularly, no. Why?
Got a bad feeling from him.
In what way?
I'm not entirely sure, but he didn't seem normal. He felt cold.
You don't mean to suggest that there is something more to him than a human man?
I've come to suspect that there is more to most people. I think it's safer that way.
Yes, quite.
That is wise people generally do not show the full spectrum of their character.
I suppose we ought to proceed with caution then. But
it is of note, perhaps, that the Maestra was sent to Newgate because she was looking into these matters which led to our meeting.
yes,
And this is the man that runs Newgate.
it could be that that they have some way of keeping tabs on those who were prying a little too close.
I was wondering if he was connected to these plots.
Exactly. Perhaps. Well, if there is something more to him, we do still outnumber him.
Quite severely.
And I doubt he suspects what each of you are capable of.
Nor you.
In time, Jonathan comes back up with some drinks. And then Albert comes back perhaps within an hour or so. Perhaps, 90 minutes, because he had a couple of errands to run.
He always has errands.
What is he always up to?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I picked up some money that we needed. And I stopped by a good friend who works at the Times, and he's going to print a paper. We're going to change the printing for the morning. It's just a small article. It's not front page news, obviously, but a mention enough, at least, of a sizable donation to the prison, which should tie the man's hands.
We could tie the man's hands.
This is
not let him leave the room.
This is going to be a simple exchange.
Did you not feel anything weird about him?
I mean, aside from the man clearly has a cruel streak to him. No?
But it's a normal cruel streak.
I mean, would you call anyone with a cruel streak normal?
I come to suspect that a lot of men have a cruel streak, yes.
Ah. Well then, yes, normal, I suppose.
And if he is not, and there is more to him, as we were just discussing.
Like the Viscount. Well then, we're prepared. Whichever way it lands.
Yes.
We succeed or we die, but that does break rule number 1. So we succeed only.
Of course, if he is something awful like that, it would probably be better for the world if we got the problem under control.
Let's...
Is there a way of finding out?
Not really. Not without a deep dive on his connections and his comings and goings and...
Of all the magical items, there's not one thing that could tell us.
There is a spell. It's known as Detect Good and Evil. A man came up with it quite some time ago. It doesn't work. Everyone has good, everyone has evil. And we discovered it tells us nothing. Unfortunately.
Who were the test subjects for it?
Well, we tested each other. We tested random people on the streets. You can cast it without them knowing. It's the only thing we could 100% certain was if something was demonic in origin.
What about ghosts?
Ghosts. Don't know much about ghosts. They're more theoretical than.
Well, they're not
anything else.
theoretical. We've met her. Or we've met one, at least.
Is this the first time you told me about this? I think it might actually be.
I don't think so.
Surely you
You've
would
told Jonathan.
heard us. And I guess he showed up at the fight after she'd gone.
Yeah.
I did tell you about the ghost. Eloise, wasn't it? This is Jonathan.
Yes, Eloise.
Is there anything else?
About ghosts?
Well, or similar to ghosts?
I mean, poltergeists are a type of ghost. You have ghouls, which is like a sort of resurrected body without a soul and really without much intelligence. You don't see many of them around, but they do pop up now and then. Some wizards have the ability to bring a skeleton. They can animate them, but like it's more puppetry than anything else.
I think that's what we're dealing with here. Well, I suppose there's nothing we can do, but wait.
Very well. Well, Jonathan, I think you should wait downstairs in the tap room if this is the case. Keep yourself safe.
I believe it would be a good idea if we had some sort of signal, so if there were other guards or people that would complicate matters or impede the maestro getting to the carriage, we could be made aware of it.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose Lucas has the other lending stone. You don't have any kind of... Right. Well... Gosh, I don't know then.
Well, even just a word. It is sure to become rowdy at this time of night. If we were to hear a phrase or something shouted from downstairs.
Jonathan, how's your singing voice? My singing voice? I mean, I suppose... Yes, I could start a rowdy ditty. And then he names one. If I start singing this song, there's trouble downstairs, I suppose. I sense trouble downstairs.
All right.
I don't expect this man to come alone anyway. I imagine he'll at least bring one other guard with him. If nothing, to protect himself, but to keep charge of his prisoner should she attempt to escape. Very well. I'll head downstairs. It's almost time. You sit around, you wait, you sip at your drinks.
What drinks were brought?
Just whatever you want. Water. We would never allow you to drink. You're all too young.
Adult!
Some
You've
may
really
like
been
to
lumped
drink.
in with the problem teenagers.
Yeah.
I judge people by the company they keep.
Wow.
Oh, we must be with Jonathan then.
Yeah.
In the oh no, someone must have got him in the confusion. Anyway, you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and eventually you hear boots on the stairs. 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets, maybe 4. And there's a knock. Yes, come in. The door opens. 2 very rough, large men sort of step in first. They are in that sort of. In fact, no, they're not. They're not in. They're just in plain clothes. But you think you recognize one of them as the guy that opened the gate for you when you entered the prison. The other one you don't recognize. And behind him is Mr. Newman.
Is that the keeper?
Yes. Wearing his dark black leather trench coat of sorts. It's not a trench coat, obviously, they haven't been invented, but you know, it's the same thing.
Is Elizabeth there?
Yes. She comes in last.
Odd question.
Sorry.
Odd question.
Mm-hmm.
Does he smell normal?
The smells you get are the smells of stale beer, sweat, blood, just sweat and grime. And from him, at least you think it's him, you do get a faint, very faint odour of death.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They all come in.
Good evening, sirs. Maestra.
Good evening. Yes, please, have a seat, everybody. We'll, hash out the details of our donation, shall we?
I'm going to stay over, like, I'm not going to, very obviously, but like I'm going to sit as close to the door as I can. And I'm assuming it's been closed?
Yeah, so as everyone comes in, as Elisabetta is the last, one of the guards closes the door behind her. And just, he sort of stands at the door.
So he's not closing the door?
He's closed the door and stands there, yeah.
Okay, I will stand near.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, it's a sizable donation that we're making, so we'd love to sort of hash out some of the details. We were thinking for the, yes, your donation is kindly received, thank you. And there must be a draft in the room because the lanterns flicker a little bit. And I'm sure we can all come to agree that yes, a converted storeroom would make a wonderful addition to the facilities we can offer these poor women and children who have found themselves through whatever reason to be under my care. Yes, I mean, that sounds, a converted storeroom sounds perfect, of course. And food and clothing for perhaps a year, perhaps even 2. I feel the funds could stretch that far. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Yes, I'm sure a year's worth of basic food and water and clothing can be arranged. And the lights flicker again.
That would be most wonderful.
Everyone can roll a perception check.
Just the regular.
Well, that's...
Oh, for you get. It's because of hearing.
That's a 3.
That's okay.
8.
Haha, natural 20.
Right. 10.
25.
Okay. 10, did you say?
Rolling badly.
Agatha, what you hear is the door lock.
Okay. Is it being locked from the outside or inside the room?
It's just being locked.
I don't like that.
You didn't hear anyone come up the stairs.
Okay.
And the guard is not touching the door. But you can hear the metal grating.
Okay.
Does Eloise have a scent?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say ghosts don't have
Smell
smells.
the same.
That's fair. It's worth a check.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna keep quiet about that for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm aware.
We took the liberty of purchasing some fine scotch to share over such a celebration. I hope you will not mind. I'll pull out the drink and I'll just offer it to them.
Thank you.
Yeah. And for you as well, and that's to the sort of underling guards.
Well, excuse my abruptness, but such a sizable donation does require counting.
Of course.
Yes. Well, it's here. I have. It's not guineas. It is pounds, obviously. Wouldn't want to have to walk around with all that gold in my pocket. It would not fit, obviously. Anyway, yes. So here, £500 in notes, and he's just sort of empties a bag out and just sort of falls on the table. It's about £500 there in £1 notes. If you wish to count it, you certainly may. He and the keeper moves his hands to reach out and sort of pull the whole thing towards him, and as he does, all of it blows off the table with this big gush of wind, and the lights blow out. And standing behind him, glowing blue, is a small girl with blonde, light hair. Thank you. You brought him to me. Now you can roll initiative.
No. Natural 20.
Oh,
well for initiative.
Whoa! Wait a second. I rolled 19. Not bad.
21.
17 for me.
So suddenly he reaches out for the money, and it blows across the table and just everywhere. The lights, the two oil lamps at either end of the room sputter out, and that darkness is replaced by this pale blue glow of a figure standing behind him. Short, light hair, little girl. And she looks at you all and she just says, "You brought him to me. Thank you." And she
She's so low down in the list.
I know.
because she's really low down in the list. Yep.
Okay. So I am going to...
Also, no, she gets a free action. It's a surprise attack for her.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Surprise round.
Of course!
11. Oh, where's my finger? 5, so that's a 16. So that hits him with Withering Touch.
Withering Touch was
I
so...
love it.
4d6 plus 3.
Yeah, Withering Touch really helped us out last time. It really destroyed everything for us.
14. Okay, she sinks her hands into the back of his neck and just grips him.
Yeah.
And he shouts out in pain.
That's the sound
Just like my tummy. That's not getting picked up on the mics though. No one knows my tummy is rumbling.
Now they do.
Right, you're up.
Alright. So instinctively I'm going to cast light. And I'm going to cast it on the table so that it's a central object and fill the whole room.
Eloise disappears.
No! No! Are you joking? I was worried that was going to happen!
Wait, light is not the same as daylight though, is it?
It's not.
No.
How bright is light? What does it say?
It's equivalent to a torch.
Yeah. It's like a lantern.
It just says sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. It doesn't say like
Where did he cast it?
on the table.
Okay, yeah, Eloise disappears.
I mean, I can dismiss it as an action. So my next round I can bring her back.
Mm-hmm.
I think dismissing a smell.
It says
It just has to
dismiss it as an action.
Okay.
So I've just used my action. Wow, okay, Rosalind's gonna feel great about that. And as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon so that it's just in front of me as kind of like a shield. And it takes the form of a large embroidery needle.
That's so cute. Yeah, I'm going to just like elbow the guy next, or like I'm gonna try kick the feet out of the guy next to me.
Ooh, make an attack roll.
That's good. 20?
Cool, that hits.
6.
Something definitely popped in his knee.
Nice.
Followed by...
Knee.
Oh, that's it, he's moved to attack you.
Oh, I am just gonna. I'm gonna shoot at Mr. Newman.
Wow.
Wow, really?
No, he's right in front of me.
Gun right out in front of
Yeah.
him. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Slay.
Do
Right
it.
across the table.
Fucking shoot him.
Oh. 8.
In total.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. You miss.
Yeah, cool.
Newman, who recovers from this pain in his back.
Oh shit, he's right
Stands
after
up.
me.
Turns around, sees nothing there, turns back towards Rosalind, who he saw cast a spell of some sort. He's gonna pull out a ceremonial-looking silver blade dagger thing.
Does it have a moon on it?
Dunno. It's dark. It's not.
It's not dark, it's bright light.
It's definitely got engravings on, but you know, wrapped around his hand, it's too far away for you to see properly.
So what would it be for me to grab my swords out?
And they're all still shoved up under your skirts. It's a full action.
I grab the rapier,
Mhm.
that's my rapier, and the short sword I stole from you, from under my skirts, and I kind of drop it, the short sword in, like I make eye contact with the leather and be like, defend yourself.
So anyway, it's now the other guys. He's now gonna turn away from the door and waltz over to you as well, the person that just caused him pain.
I mean, he's not waltzing over, he's definitely limping.
He limps over to you and makes an attack with his cudgel, which is 14 plus whatever I just read. And then he's gonna make his second attack, so it's
Miss.
10. Okay, so he hits you for 3 hit points.
Aw, weaklings.
Yeah. So 9. Okay, next up is Albert.
I'm stressed because I was going to heal you next, but now I want to try and find out who he's back.
Albert, much like his sister, pulls the gun up from under the desk and pulls the trigger.
He's right opposite this guy.
No, he's pulling it at
Newman.
yeah.
I love the Pentecost.
Nice
But he misses. It goes wide.
Well, Pentecost's not
Very,
really good
very
today.
sibling.
Concerned where it goes.
Okay, I'll dismiss light, and I will just call out, Eloise.
Yeah, as you dismiss light and it disappears, Eloise is still just standing there behind him, fury in her eyes.
Okay. I'm terribly sorry. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon to Newman and take a fucking
Sure.
attack.
Really down.
Wait, let me see what my pluses are because I've got bonuses. And I haven't used spiritual weapon before. I'm frightened. Oh, it's a +7 to hit. So that is a 22.
That hits.
And then on the
I don't have this problem anymore. Can the dice tell me?
7 damage.
They are.
7. Very nice.
Love that spell.
Talia.
How hurt does Newman look? Not very.
Not super. I mean, he's definitely gonna have some bruises.
Yeah, so I've just pulled that face at him. So now I'm gonna rip my skin off. And watch him like cower a bit, hopefully.
But both men just like scream in fear, having never seen anything like this before.
Nice. And I'm gonna like smile at them through all of these teeth. And then, so that was my bonus action, so I can only hit one of them. This one with a thing in front of me, so because he's in the way. Will a 22 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it might. So I need this and then this. 11.
Which one are you going for?
This one right in front of me.
Okay.
Is he dead?
11?
Yeah.
Because you swiped his whole throat out.
No. And then I'm just gonna like turn back and just keep smiling at the other one.
I'm scared to know what this demon smiling looks like.
It's very teethy.
It's just teeth.
Is he like dead? Is he dead?
This fear in his eyes never quite goes away as he drops down to his knees and just like crumples into a heap.
Yeah.
And he didn't take his eyes off you the entire time.
You shouldn't have been.
He's still staring at you.
Can I knock him down?
Yeah?
Off the board.
Nah, leave him there. Might trip over his body.
No.
If he's dead, I'm getting rid of him.
No.
Put him on the table. Right, so the other guy who turns up now,
I should have gone.
having just seen his buddy get his throat ripped out, turns around, makes a run for the door. And he's just like, but it's locked, of course. It's locked. His action is going to be to break the door down.
Nice.
Like break the lock off, and on a 6,
He fails.
he fails. I mean, that's like an 8, but yeah.
Poor guy. Should have been better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just seen him. I know that the door is locked. I've just seen him trying to break it down, so I'm going to shoot him. Natural 20.
Hey.
2 dice plus 3.
So 9.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
pull the trigger. This bullet hits him deep in his like
If he's not dead, he's only got 1.
chest area. Hits him in the back in the chest, and the guy is like, he practically falls down to his knees, and he's just sort of clutching up at the door handle. He's just like desperately wanting to get away, so focused on just got to get away. But this guy looks fucked up.
Yeah, boy.
Mr. Newman. Interesting. He's surrounded. I think the only thing that he can reasonably do
Oh God. I knew this was a mistake.
is cast Scorching Ray.
No.
Since he is surrounded. And he'll cast that at level 2. So this one is for Talia, which is 12 plus... What is my attacks plus? Ugh, stupid me.
Is this to hit me or?
Yeah, plus 6, so 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Great.
I thought that was damage.
No,
That
was to attack. And the next one is... Who's opposite? That's Mrs. Daniel Calvin.
Calvin.
Again, not the name.
Calvin Klein.
11.
Nope.
Fine.
And then finally,
X-based.
Elisabetta.
Oh no.
13. That's a 19.
Oof.
So, damage. So there's only 2 damages. So damage 1 for Alia. 4. Oh, just 4 damage.
Bye.
Very good.
I like how little
Got
damage.
a 3 and a 1. Hey, this one might be 2 6s. It was just 6 in total. Which does take her down to 14 minus 6, 8. Yes.
I'm going to try and pull his arm on. just for the fun.
As you should.
Does an
We'll
18?
just say that's a slashing attack.
Does an 18 hit?
It does hit, yes.
Yay! So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for my first one. Is he still alive?
He is still alive, but he is looking a bit rough now.
Good.
He's looking at he's
Rubbish.
at least
Oh, and there's not something opposite me now, so I don't get advantage.
cool stuff. Cool.
I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Okay. And then I learnt my mistake. Oh, but if I move, he's gonna go for fucking Marianne.
He's panicky. He's going to give the door one more go. Oh no, he just got shot in the fucking chest.
Yeah.
Man is like on death's door.
He's gonna turn to his boss. He's gonna help me. You know what to do. And the man turns around, headbutts the wall, gives himself 1 damage, falls dead. So Newman's turn, casts Animate Dead, and creates 2 ghouls. So you guys see these 2 dead bodies convulse and crack and bubble and bloat and move.
Okay.
As these bodies themselves back up.
They get to stand before they go to.
I can do what I like.
Alright, so it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I still get advantage on the rolls to hit.
Yes.
Because Eloise is opposite me.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
That is another 7 damage. And I will use a key point to do flurry of blows, so I do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, fine. Go for it.
Both at advantage?
Yes, we are, because he's still opposite me.
Slay.
Yes, finally hitting with flurry of blows. That is 19.
Fine. And
19 again.
19 and 19. First one is 8, the second one is 6. Does he have to do a concentration check on that spell?
No, he needs to die. He's dead.
Yes! Yes! I was going to say that's 14.
Oh my god, Marianne!
I see him raise the dead and be like, absolutely not! Is that happening? And I just, stab right down into his chest, bring a punch against his jaw, and then a kick to kick him down into the ground at Eloise's feet.
Oh.
And as he looks up at you, laughing, Eloise is a little preoccupied, and she's just like, her little ghosty hands are just sort of tearing into this body, not actually doing anything, but like, but that's what she's busy doing. And she's screaming and crying. I hate you, 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 I hate you! Just screams out. Agatha.
I enjoyed that.
Oh dear.
7.
7.
Maybe you shouldn't roll like that.
No, maybe I shouldn't.
7 in total.
Yeah.
Oh, me, I miss.
God, the pentacles.
No, but with my other gun, I've got 2 guns, remember?
Oh.
Oh no.
Agatha's not doing good.
6.
Her religious trauma is
Right.
quaking with the raised
You rolled a
dead.
2 and a 1.
Yeah, but the slay that I got back in like line.
Yeah. Break if you get a nat 1.
Sure, yeah, you shoot people on a nat 1.
No, because it's Marianne again!
Again!
Me? It could be me.
Marianne is
It could be.
directly in the way.
But it's not. Marianne, let me ask you a question.
No!
Which leg did she shoot you in last time?
I don't remember.
It's funnier if it's the same or different.
I don't remember.
It's the other leg.
Okay.
No!
Roll 1d10.
No!
I'm so sorry, Marianne. But
But at least
No, but it was the second one, so you don't do the adding thing.
5.
I need to steal this pencil.
And as a bonus action, I'll go, I'm sorry again.
Why you don't give guns to children?
Marianne is really like, can this bitch stop shooting me?
I thought we were friends.
I'm glad to not
Now
be
it's
doing this
Marianne's
anymore.
Turn around and just punch her.
For fuck's sake, Agatha.
Morning star right to the throat.
Because it's like, what the fuck?
I can get to the other side of
Mm-hmm.
the last zombie. And again, because flanking, get advantage again. That is a... Ooh, is that a...
That was 16.
Yeah, that's 16.
Cool, definitely hits.
That is a d8. That is 10 damage.
Cool.
And then unarmed strike. 16?
Yep, hits. An 8 hits.
I rolled 5. I cannot roll
Okay.
as low as 3.
Oh, there you go then. Perfect.
So yeah,
You
I...
punch his head clean off.
Whoa.
That seems a lot.
Zombie.
It's loosely on.
Yeah.
If that's the one that got his neck ripped out, you knocked it right
I mean, it's
back.
not.
This is the one that smashed his head into the...
So I'm going to walk over towards the body, the Newman,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to look at Eloise, who she's still going a bit mental.
She's just kind of like...
Did you transform back?
Oh, sorry.
Otherwise, I would have said that I
Yeah,
can't
that's
come
what
back.
I thought.
Sorry.
Okay, so the whole room kind of falls to silence a lot of silence. Like it's very silent. There's no sounds downstairs anymore. There's just the sobbing of Eloise.
How easy would it be for me to bite his head off, or to like rip his head off?
I don't think you're ripping your his head off. Sure, you can give it a good go, I guess.
I want to do that.
Sure.
And then I'm just gonna like stomp on it, and then I'll change back.
Sure.
I would run over to the maestra.
Mm-hmm.
Elisabetta, are you?
I don't understand.
Some very nefarious actions were taken against the children who went missing, hence such the intense conspiracy to remove you from questioning them.
But what was that? What was any of that?
I barely know myself. People are engaging in very dark things, and it's for the best we get you far away from it.
Yes, I do hate to break the moment, but I do think we really ought to get away.
I imagine the guards will be coming after they have
Exactly.
There's a carriage prepared that can get you back to the continent.
To the continent. Okay. How do we get out? The door was locked.
We just unlocked the door.
Who locked the...
Eloise.
Eloise did.
Is there a lock from the inside? I'm assuming not. Because...
Locks with a key, but she didn't need a key because you just kind of pushed the inside mechanism.
Eloise. Did you unlock the door for us?
Sorry. Yes.
You don't need to apologise.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And she moves over. And sort of puts her hand into the door and sort of twists it, and it unlocks. And the sort of glow leaves the back end of the room in darkness as she moves that way. Opens the door there.
Thank you.
You were quite remarkable once again.
Well,
I'm very proud of you.
you didn't let me kill him, but...
I'm sorry. The next ones.
Yes. All of them.
I promise.
Promise?
As best I can.
Good. What happened to your hand? It's see-through. Like me.
It's just... This is only a spell. It's not really there. It's gone.
Your hand's gone.
Another bad man took it.
You bad men.
Me too.
Oh, now we're the same, though.
I suppose we are.
What do you think of it was?
I suppose we are.
Cool, we can be... Well, it's not really finger buddies, because it's your... Well, it's a lot of fingers, I suppose.
They can't be called finger buddies.
Thalia and Rosalind are finger buddies. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm like about to cry, but sorry, I had to make a disgusting joke.
I suppose we are the same.
What Batman?
I don't suppose you would know him.
Do you remember the house that we were staying at?
Yeah.
His name is...
The Viscount Edward Sullingham.
Yes.
With his big house and...
Yes.
Yeah, that's where you first bought me.
Yes. He was not...
Lion's head on the wall.
It's not there anymore.
Why?
I won it.
Oh. Congratulations. He took your hand.
Yes, he was not who he said. I mean, he was, actually. I just didn't... He was not trustworthy at all. And I think from the start, he wanted the ring that I
I don't mean to break this up, but we might have to start moving.
We need to run. The guards
Come with us if you
Do
can.
you think that's why he kept the man in the basement?
What? What man in the basement?
In his house. Keeps a man in the basement there.
What does the man look like?
I don't know. Big. His dark hair. He's not very nice to the man. But then we left, so I didn't have to see that anymore.
Thank you, that might be very useful.
Can we get your hand back?
I don't think so. But he took a ring that was on my hand, and if there's any chance we could get that back.
Okay. Okay, I'll go look for it.
Thank you. No, you've done very well, and I'm very proud of you.
Next one's mine, though. Okay. I mean, I thought it was going to feel different, but... Oh well. She disappears.
Right, we need to run.
Go.
I have the maestra's hand
Sure.
and lie down.
I think we should all very casually walk out.
Very carefully.
But I'll link arms with her.
Yeah.
That's a normal thing to do.
Sure. Okay, so you all head down the stairs.
We're picking up some of the money, but we should definitely leave some of it.
All the money.
No, we should leave some of it for them to be like, oh, but we've still got like
Okay.
£50, which is like a lot, right?
Yeah.
But like to us is
Nothing.
disposable.
Wow, Talia's like...
Yeah, that's like multiple years' wages for.
Exactly. So they'll keep quiet.
So you head down the stairs back into the downstairs tap room.
Jonathan's dead.
The entire place appears to be empty, except for one man
We'll have got them
sitting
all
at the bar, just with a drink. Right, very well. Carriage is outside.
Yes.
Everyone else seems to have left. Something to do with gunshots. Let's move quickly.
Yes, and let's go.
Okay, so he leads you out into the courtyard in the back of the inn, and there is a horse and carriage there, just a small carriage, open top, and a man there waiting. Right, this is the ones, is it? Almost spooked the horses, but to Brighton. Right, hop on, love. Which one is it?
I help Elizabetta.
Very good. Right, we're gonna run fast and we're gonna run dark. Hold on.
Thank you for everything.
And he's gone. And she's like he's like, obviously it doesn't just wish away. It's not a car, but he's moving, and so you can raise your voice.
Thank you for everything, Elizabetta.
No, thank you. You've saved me. I'll repay you whatever the hell happened here today. Oh, excuse my language. And then, and thank you. And she disappears around the out through the courtyard doors and down the things. And you can hear shouting voice. You hear a whistle. Someone's clearly alerted some sort of street guards.
We should make ourselves scarce.
Yes. Was there the carriage for us that Jonathan had, or...?
No. We should run.
All right.
As casually as possible.
Let's at least get a couple of blocks away and then slow down to a walk. Let's go.
We'll very easily keep pace with everything else.
Yeah, everyone else is running, we're just strolling.
Yeah. Actually, we're just walking.
Agatha,
Oh no.
make a perception check.
Hi, dearie me.
no.
6 at 5 is 11.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Lovely.
Yeah, it's dark. You run through the streets. It's the dark. You know, they're focused on getting to the tavern, and you're running further away, so you're not crossing paths with them and stuff. You leave this tavern with a very messy upstairs that's going to require some sort of explanation, but not by you.
Plus, there's loads of money, so it's fine.
And also, you bit his head off, so he's not going to be identifiable.
There is a stomped on severed head up there.
I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely, that's going to be in the papers.
I have no control over
And
my
we're all
gun.
wearing disguises as well, so, well, not from you. Oh well.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
My husband and I are heading out of London. Leave it.
So yeah, at some point you move far enough away to think like, oh, we'll catch our breath and walk from here on out. And you slowly start making your way towards a main street in the dark, in the back alleys of London.
Oh God.
You look up, the shadow of St. Paul's Cathedral. It's a real place. Covers you.
Well, thank you all.
It was the least we could do.
Not the cleanest of prison breaks, but not the worst, and we did all obey in rule number 1. Very proud of you all. I believe we should depart here.
Yes, it seems like this would be the most prudent time.
A nice clean break.
Well, if you do ever need my assistance, I am at more liberty to conduct research than you, and I can endeavour to start learning some of the languages that would be relevant to your work. And please keep me updated in case you find out.
Yes, we will. If you ever need any help or anything, we're here.
Thank you, and
Very glad our paths crossed.
as am I. And once all this is over, and you are free to move as you would, I'd be very happy for our acquaintance to be deepened and to see you again more regularly.
Yes, that would be lovely.
You were all very, very wonderful.
As are you.
You disappear into the night.
Yes, I will head towards the street and call a cab and head back to my home in Chelsea.
Daniel.
Lovely. Yeah, so everybody else can leave the table. Okay.
Oh God, I have a terrible feeling I know where this might go, and I'm concerned.
You make your way home. It's dark. It's late. There were still lights on in your house as you arrive in your carriage. You step out, thank the driver. Head up to your door. Do you knock? Do you just let yourself in?
I'll just let myself in. I have a key.
Wonderful. You can hear noises in the lounge, which is where the main light seemed to be coming from anyway. As you open the lounge door, your husband is just sort of sitting, reading a book. There's a couple of glasses of wine in front of him. He's sipping from one, the other's just sitting there. You're back late.
Yes, apologies. Has everything been well at home?
Yes, very, very peaceful actually. Quite quiet. The weather's been lovely today. I mostly spent it in the garden. Oh, please, I poured you a wine. I wasn't sure when you'd get back, so it might be a little on the staler side, but it's still good.
Thank you.
Sit down, please.
Yes, so I said.
I know it's not one for me to normally pry, but I sense today was eventful.
Yes, I have. You remember what I told you about the maestra?
Yes.
It has been resolved.
To good ends.
To good ends. She will get the full life she deserves. And will not be transported across the world.
Good. That is good news.
I think perhaps it might be prudent, considering the means of achieving this were not entirely above board.
I see.
It might be a good idea for us to take a tour of the country again, as we did when we first married. Visit some of our friends and family.
Very well. But how is the wine?
Oh, I haven't taken a drink yet. I don't know. I think I just wish to head to bed.
I see. Very well.
We could visit your sister. She's taking the waters in Bath at the moment. Go. She's meant to be resting her health. We could help relieve her of the duties of caring for her children.
Yes, I was going to say, the children.
And we could visit Catherine as well. Poor Catherine.
Catherine?
As in, Henry. Henry's wife.
Oh, right.
Yes, my cousin, sorry, I know. I have about 34 of them altogether, I believe, so...
Yes, well...
That's not including in-laws.
It does allow us at least an opportunity to disappear sometimes.
Yes.
So, I sense this is an urgent. We should leave tomorrow.
Perhaps that would be wise. Apologies, I wish I could have given you more warning.
It is late, but I will start organising what I can and we'll leave in the morning. And you're sure this will not follow us to the country?
I do not believe so. I believe these people's interest is very much within the city.
Very well. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.